with a keen eye for details. The next.
I am Jonah Initari Francis, playing the role of minority shareholder.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Mrs. Ruth Otolorin, the majority shareholder in this scenario.
Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Today
Good
we
afternoon,
embark on
sir.
a good afternoon. Today we embark on a collaborative journey to resolve the dispute surrounding shareholders' rights. And I assure you, within this quality time we will spend of a fair, impartial, and solution-focused process. Let's begin. Mr. Jonah is a minority shareholder with 20% stake. Madam Ruth is a majority shareholder with 60% stake. So today's session is centered on the minority shareholders' claim of unfair exclusion from pivotal business decisions, allegedly violating shareholders' rights. And we are going to take the opening statement from both parties. So we would like to start with Mr. Jonah, the minority shareholder. Jonah, let's hear you out.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
Ms. Ruth and her team have consistently excluded me from key decisions, undermining my investment. They also made decisions that hurt the company's value. I feel marginalized and undervalued. My investment is at risk due to lack of transparency. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. We thank you for your statement. It has been taken. Madam Ruth, can we hear you out?
Thank you, Mr. Owa. Well,
You're welcome.
as a majority shareholder, I don't believe we should allow somebody to hold us to ransom. And moreover, we have the contract, the shareholders agreement. In the shareholders agreement, everybody knows what is entailed, whether you are the minority shareholder or you are the majority shareholder. So this accusation, this thing that that Mr. Jonah is bringing up, I don't know where it's coming from. Oh.
All right. I thank you, lady and gentlemen. Your statement provides valuable context. Now let's dive into the specific. Madam Ruth, please, could you provide the shareholders agreement?
Thank you. I have forwarded it to you. Just check your inbox. I have forwarded it to you. Thank God it is a written document.
I'm taking it out. Okay, I have seen it. I have seen it. While I look at it, Mr. Jonah, what specific decision have you been excluded from?
There's so many issues there that have been excluded from. But I think budget allocation is one of them, strategic partnership, and executive hiring. These are some of the major things that have been excluded from. So,
Okay, Madam Ruth, you have heard him. Why were these decisions made without Mr. Jonah's input?
Those decisions are normal routine administrative thing that doesn't require the attention or the approval for minority shareholders. So that is why it's not as if we are excluding you, but it's a routine thing, and we don't think we should wait. They are routine thing. No, we don't want delay. Don't need approval of
All right.
minority people.
All right, Mr. Jonah, you have heard her. What is at stake for you, Mr. Jonah?
If I'm asked what I'm at stake for, well, my investment value and ability to contribute to the company's growth. These are basic things that are at stake here, sir.
All right. Madam Ruth, you have heard what he said. How do you respond to Mr. Jonah's concerns?
Like I've been saying, this thing, by the time we start waiting for, and you know, as the saying that majority carries the vote. So by the time we start waiting for minority voices to start coming in, it's going to drag us. It will drag us back, and we don't want any interest that will hinder our progress.
All right. Having listened to both parties, I think it is time to explore options and solutions in this case. So I will start with Mr. Jonah. What will you like to see? What change will you like to see?
If regular board meetings, inclusion in decision making, and a review of shareholder agreement are made, I'm okay.
All right. Madam Ruth, are you willing to revisit shareholders agreement?
Uh, well, it's possible if you are very sure that it will not. Our own objective is efficiency. We don't want any clog in the wheel of our progress. But if you think that revisiting the shareholders agreement will give us, no problem. There's no crime in trying. Let's give it a try. No problem.
Okay, Mr. Jonah, you have heard her. Will you accept a compromise on decision-making processes?
Well, if it ensures fairness and transparency, I will accept it, sir.
Okay.
All right. Having explored options and solutions, we are going to reach a mutual beneficiary agreement. So, based on the two sides, your presentation, your opening statements, the questions and answer you have provided, I proposed agreement as follows. Number one, regular board meeting with minority representation. Number two, inclusion of minority shareholders in key decisions. And number three, review and revision of shareholders agreements. Mr. Jonah, do you accept?
I accept, sir.
Madam Ruth, what is your position?
Mm, well, okay, I accept, but I have my reservation in that I want to believe that when we accept all these things, it's not going to be that we will be dragged behind. Capital of majority shareholder is something to consider. So I'm accepting, you know, let's allow peace to reign. For the purpose of peace to reign, I will accept, let's say like 85, 90%. The 10% is my reservation. Thank you for your effort. Well, I'm accepting.
I,
Partially new
I
like that.
appreciate I appreciate you people. I will draft a memorandum of understanding. And do remember once time, this agreement will be binding.
Okay.
And once again, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Your cooperation demonstrates a commitment to resolving disputes amicably. This agreement paves the way for a more collaborative and inclusive decision-making process.
You. The company is not moving on.
So,
Thank you. You are part of it. Thank you.
you're welcome. So, both parties is going to now sign while I adjourn the case. Thank you. God bless us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your time.
I
Thank you, my
appreciate.
minority
Appreciate.
shareholder. We will reap. We are going to reap. We are going to reap the dividend together. Don't worry. Just kulu
Together.
down. You will get it. Thank you.
I
There's no
appreciate
problem in my
that.
end. At least we've reached
Yes,
agreement.
so, yes, I appreciate everyone. Thank
Thank
you
you,
and God
sir.
bless you.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you, Mr. Awa, as the arbitrator. Unfortunately, I wasn't part of it due to network challenges, but I would love.
Wow. Go ahead. Hello.
Madam Janet, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Hello. Wow. Lost connection.
Maybe we should just wait for her.
Yeah.
We can't. We can't. We
Okay.
It's like he's having a network challenge.
Yes.
Mr. Jonah, can you hear me?
I can hear you clear, ma.
Okay, apologies, my network locked me out, so I was just able to log in now. It
Okay.
seems Mr. Fruits is out already.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
from
so
what
thank
we're
you very
seeing.
much. Thank you for your presentation. It was quite brief and straight to the point. So we appreciate you for your time and also for the presentation. Do have a great day.
All right, ma.